Oh, I gotta love a Reign of Winter session. We're almost done with the Witch Queen's Revenge, my love.
Good.
A couple more. Actually, probably, I don't know, about maybe 5-6 more sessions, depending on how they do. And then we go to something totally brand new. Alright, so got those. Perfect.
Look at that, you're like Daddy!
You are. You're the munchkie with the earphones. Munchkie phones.
Can I try?
Well, no, you're not going to be plugged into here, sweetie. If I had another thing to plug you in back here, I would, but then you couldn't roam around the house. You'd need a wireless one to plug you in over here. But you're still my munchkie phones.
Can you stop for a second?
I can for a second. What's up?
I think we, know about, whatever.
Whatever, yeah. You know, whatever. So.
Do you need anything before I leave?
Yes.
Well, make it quick, what?
I'm coming over.
Dad knew I was leaving, what?
There are no kisses there, though.
No, because you're gaming and you know the day we've had already with her.
Oh, yeah. Explosive.
You're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Not a problem.
Hey, Dad!
You should get a picture.
I will. I will get a munchkie picture at some point. Shut the door behind you, Mom. Get the munchkie. That is a GM
Look at Mommy.
at her best. GM munchkie. Alright.
Oh, that was a crappy picture.
Yeah, get a better picture.
Okay.
Don't take too long, Mommy. I don't want you late for work.
Ooh.
Perfect.
Alright, munchkie. Daddy's gotta get on. No,
Don't
ma'am.
talk to her. That'd be funny.
No, ma'am. Do not move anything around. I mean it.
It'll make me laugh.
Yeah, it'll make you laugh. It will not make me laugh, however. The GM will not be amused. Alright. Come on. Ow!
Sorry.
Go on, mini GM.
Okay.
Untangle yourself, please.
Ow.
Yeah?
Be careful.
Be careful. You're the one I gotta watch out for.
You're the one you gotta watch out for.
Mm-hmm. One more before they get here, and that way you got enough biscuits for an army. Shut the front door, please. Thank you. There you go, Munchkie Bunch.
Whoa.
And then you get to play today. If you need anything, you just let Daddy know. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, Miss Akisha. Can you hear me okay? At least I hope you can. Maybe. I don't know. Alright. Let's get into... I'll grab the wrong ones. Alright. Something off the desk. Missing. Still much. Having fun?
Yeah.
Good. Good. Alright. I think I'm back. Finally. Yeah, the familiar. Can you hear me okay, Lady Akisha? At least I hope you can. Depending. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Can everybody hear me okay? Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. At least I hope everybody can hear me. Alright, so we are starting into our weeks of getting Baba Yaga out of the Matryoska. We are so far several layers into the Matryoska. Or Matryoska. I don't know. I gotta get better on my Russian. Yeah, it sounds like I got Mike. At least I think I got Mike. Alright. Hopefully everybody can hear it okay on the mic. Yay! You missed the hilarity of last night. We're going to see how punch drunk your GM can be today. Munchkie came in at 3 a.m. in the morning. Well, actually, no, she called Dad at 3 a.m. in the morning from the other end of the house. So as I go racing down to the other end of the house to see what's wrong, we find out that she had had a nightmare and decided that she wanted to come rest with us. Yeah, that didn't work too well. We then kept Kim up for 4 hours. Oh, yeah. And Kim's working today. You can say hi. Just say hi to the mic. Say hi. Don't grab the mic. Just say hi. They can hear you, Munchkie. Janet, listen to Daddy. They can hear you just fine. You don't have to grab the mic, I promise. Akisha already said, hey, Janet. They can hear you.
Hi.
That's a little close. You don't have to be that close to the mic. The mic can pick up way back to here.
No. Hi.
Shh. She can hear you, I promise.
Mm.
If you come around this way and look, you'll see. Miss Akeisha types. See? She already hears you.
Do you type?
Gosh. Oh, the mini GM moments. Yes, she says with a laughing face.
Let me see.
Well, come around. You gotta get out of your seat. See? Yes. See, she can hear you just fine. You'd be surprised. Oh, Munchkie.
Did you say this?
She said yes, with lots of smiley faces, too.
Hey,
Yes.
look at me.
I am looking at you. What can I do for you?
Can I look at my phone?
Sure. But your headphones you're probably not going to hear because there's nobody saying anything right now.
Yeah, I try.
Not yet, sweetie, because
Please.
when there are more people in, I will work with plugging you in on those, okay? I will once there are more people. Stop. I need you to listen, little 7. This is the battle we've been fighting. At 7, this one tends to not want to listen. She just wants to do.
Oh.
There she is.
Yep.
Yeah. You want to come over here, Munchkie? I can let you hear her. Come here.
Okay.
Come on around. I will turn up my volume on these so you can hear him. There we go. Come here. Say hi to Adrestia.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good.
Don't walk away with them. You got so much cord and you're going to knock my computer off.
It looks like you're having a fun day. Is that right?
Yeah.
Good.
This one has had a total of 5 hours sleep, so she's going to be interesting today.
Wow.
You are just
Only 5
adorable.
hours.
What are we going to do with you?
Are you ready to answer?
Yes. See?
Hey, Keisha.
That's Akeisha there. Drestia's up here. And then Josh is on there somewhere.
Where's Josh?
I don't know. If you ask nicely, he may appear.
Where's Josh? I need to hear her louder.
Hear her louder? Well, let's see what we can do here. Hang on.
I can use
You've got
this.
some fancy UI
hear her
updates.
better
it looks
now?
Like.
What's this?
That's the volume. Can you hear it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Then stay right there with it. Because we don't want to blast anybody out.
Yeah.
What are you doing with Dad's headphones? I got to be able to listen to him here soon.
Well,
Put those down, please.
I think I need louder. I get to.
No, ma'am. Don't keep turning everything up louder.
I love loud.
I know, but you don't need to be so loud it blasts your ears.
It's true.
Okay?
You don't want to go deaf in your old age.
Jeff
Yeah, you'll go deaf. Exactly.
is bones.
This is Munchkie Unfiltered. So, anybody wonders if a 7-year-old could have some interesting responses? Yes.
Yeah.
Wasn't the Tiny Toons movie that there was
Munchkie
a scene where
Unfiltered.
they went to a movie theater and then they ripped off the
All right, everybody should be able to see the
Dolby
map.
surround sound
I hope.
audio, and it's like
All right, can I have my back?
blast the entire theater with sound, and it goes, the audience is now dead.
Unless you plan on GMing
Yep.
today.
Tiny Toons.
I see that look
I remember that back
formulating
in
in
the
your
day.
brain. The party may not be safe if you end up GMing today.
I love loud.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go cover my egg salad.
Okay.
Can I have the headphones, please? Thank you. Go play, Munchk. Oh, heavens.
That was really
Can you guys hear me okay? It's kind of loud, I think. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yep.
Yep. Ran across the perfect... Oh, that's cool. That's a good pick. What, Munchkie? I don't know. In your room, probably. Go check on your dollhouse. Oh, Lord, that's a funny one, too. The audience is now deaf. Yeah. Sorry, Munchkie and her whole... I can't hear you. I can't hear you. It's so loud you can hear the water from the washing machine in the background.
Talking about your new microphone?
Yeah, the new Yeti. So, it picks up everything. It really and truly does. And I'll get it to narrow it down to where it picks up less and just picks up me.
What kind did you get?
I got the blue microphone Yeti.
I think I got a fairly inexpensive one. BM 800 something or other. I don't remember.
It's kind of funny because the Yeti is what everybody uses. Like if you hear podcasts, if you hear the Twitch stuff, that's the standard microphone of choice. Just because it's a broadcast style mic and it's only like I think on sale you can get it for like $90. So it's pretty cheap. So that's funny.
Cool.
The audience are now down. You've had some good ones up there. I love the one showing the cat with the familiar. That was perfect. There's a spirit animal or familiar.
I just found that somewhere on Facebook, and I've had it up on my thing for a while. So
that's greatness. Oh man. So yeah, I'm actually, I think now with about 5.5 hours sleep, I'm functional. Munchkie kept us up thanks to her nightmare from 3 to about 7, so, you know, I gave up on sleep at 7. But I said, yes, we can do this today. We'll see how many meltdowns Munchkie has in the background. Welcome back, addressed to you.
No problem. Mini DM taking a break?
Yeah, Minnie is going and doing her thing over there, but we'll see. With 5 hours sleep, her temper, I figure we'll have at least 3 meltdowns today. At least.
Oh, man.
Yeah. She supposedly had a nightmare, didn't want to tell us what the nightmare was, tried to stay in there with us, kept us awake for about, 4 or 5 hours, and so we gave up finally. We're just like, we're done. So... Yeah, well, I was bad yesterday. I let her have a lollipop. Plus, then Mom came home and brought apples. So the two of them together with an ADHD mind just sent her into orbit.
Oh.
Yeah, that was self-inflicted. So I can't really say that, wow, Munchkie just killed us. No, I killed myself on that one. My mistake. I think we'll have Max here hopefully in a couple minutes.
I'm here.
Are you? There
Yay!
you are. See? Everybody's here.
Watch your screen. Watch your screen.
Ooh. Let's see. I'm watching.
I'm too polite to interrupt. See, that's the thing.
That's true. That's true. And Max should be happy with the way this soccer tournament's gone. Good gosh. The only two... The only two as predicted, Portugal and Spain. Everybody else, all over the map. So.
La belle France. La belle France.
I was on Germany, but the way Germany's playing, I may be picking up Portugal or Spain here real soon.
No.
Yeah, it's kind of been... One of my coworkers is from Egypt, so he's from Cairo originally, and it's killing him. His Egyptian team lost the other day, and he's like, oh, it's just killing me.
Yeah, well, they were so dependent on Salah and with him being hurt. I mean, even though he played the second game.
And he did score.
But he was still... You could tell he wasn't 100%.
Nope. I'm taping the ones...
Such a ludicrous display. This is where I insert all the quotes from the IT crew.
You gotta love it. Oh man, I'll tell you, I'll be functional today. I'm going to try to do all voices and characters at full strength, NPC wise, and the fun, but we'll see. I went back through Remilee, I went, oh my gosh. You know, unfortunately, the Fantasy Ground sometimes does real good at adding everything up. Sometimes not so much. My to-hit rolls are way off by about, like, +7. So I went, ooh, no. Gotta lower those down. So, keep an eye on such things, because again, you want them to always add up, but it just depends on the feats and how well the feats were entered in, on whether they will or not. So, but, sorry, I closed the door to the laundry room, but unfortunately, we got a new kitchen table sitting here, and it's sitting right halfway to the laundry room. Our furniture all arrived today, or actually Thursday, which was really nice. Helped to organize the back of the office really well, which was normally where I'm going to be doing this with you guys, but since Kim's at work today, I'm out here in the kitchen, on the kitchen table. Yay, silence. Alright, while you're thinking of it, let's see. Let's go to the comment. Alright, let's see. Ragni now's movement is 70, okay. And she'll be able to move during, yeah. And that's some of the nice things of the mythic feats. Some of the mythic feats let you really be able to leap and bound into combat at excessive speeds, which I really like. So, yeah. And the big thing you just got to remember, and I marked this on my sheet, is just what your mythic surges will be. That way you have the mythic surge amount for each day, and you just keep track of that. Now, some things will regenerate mythic surges. Some of the feats and other type of abilities or powers will allow you to re-amp them again. But
I kind of wish it was something that Fantasy Grounds had on the combat sheet.
Yeah, I think they're getting there. It's slowly but surely. They've been putting in more adventure paths, I think, than anything else. And I don't know if that's because they're getting ready to get out of the 1E market and into the second edition market. But they've been cranking them out. I mean, they've now got 4 out of 6 of Reign of Winter in, which before they had nothing.
Oh, wow.
And they've done all the new adventure paths that are being put out by Paizo. They're all in. All the Starfinder stuff's in. So they've gone well out of their way to do that. So we'll see. I mean, they haven't done any of the Ultimates, which I wish they would have done a few more of the Ultimates and Advanced books, but they haven't. So there's, unfortunately, a lot to be desired yet. But I think they'll get there. Especially the Mythic. I hope they get there with enough of these adventure paths edging that way. Alright, so everybody up and ready to roll? Let's see, we got Dameon, Max, I don't see you yet.
I'm connected. Something went wrong my first time. I thought I was logged in. And
Alright, so the last time, when everybody was here last, we got you guys back to the main area, just down from the hut that you guys went into with the big pool and the Norn Vigliv. And so you guys had returned back with the crown, put it in the water, and of course the crown went non-magical. And so, and another part of the Matryoska Doll is gone. So you're down to the 2. You're down to the one that covers. If you look at these dolls, this would be like the second to the last, and the last one that's the solid heart of the Matryoska. So really, you don't have that far. And your connection, for those of you that have the mark of Baba, you can hear her loud and clear, and you can hear words when she speaks up, versus feelings and other things. She is now. Yeah.
I know you want updates.
Updates, I love it.
We already did all of our selling and whatnot.
Disallowed. It's disallowed. It's disallowed.
What's disallowed? What are you disallowing, Max?
No go.
Daddy,
Yes.
it looks like a tree.
I know. Be careful with it. All right. So as Max is updating us on the soccer game while you guys are at the pool.
Do we have a map?
Yeah, let me re-up it for you guys who just came in, so that way everybody's got the map. There it is. So there's the main part of the map. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to see if I can close this laundry room door to get that noise out of there. Alright, yeah. Now for a second. That's better. Much better. Now I can hear you guys and not hear the dryer. I know going. Alright. So you guys are outside the tree, and you can see Vigleave is coming out of the tree now that you guys are done with your interactions with our fine little import merchant. And she...
Yeah, that guy was a jerk.
Yeah. She looks at you and she says, with a very bold voice, "Your bravery was what has won through so far and has been really amazing. Even against the treachery of those who would want to steal your prize, such as the div that you went into. But your quest is not done yet. You have but 2 more parts to work with. You have recovered her fate, her power, and you have recovered her origin. Now, we have another part for you to find. You must seek out her death. As she rose in power from a mere mortal, Baba Yaga used great magic to ensure that death would not be able to swiftly find her through misfortune or betrayal of others. The Baba placed her death in an athame, a witch's knife, which she then hid in a chest within a corpse, which she buried under an oak on a mystical island of Buyan. Even if Baba Yaga was slain, her death would still need to be recovered and released back in her body in order for her to truly die. And so Baba Yaga plucked the island from the ocean and stored it in one of the many hidden pocket realms of her hut, so that none could stumble across it and her death without first facing her power. Now, to free Baba Yaga from her prison, you must go to Buyan, find her death, and bring it back here to the cauldron. She is gaining great awareness as you free her and will be able to guide you to some extent with her own words. Heed her counsel. Now go. The death of Baba Yaga awaits you on Buyan." And again, as you see her talk with you, her form then melds back into the roots of the trees. So, you get the feeling that you should go up to the opening at the top. Hang on here, see if I can expand this map a little bit for you. Alright, let's see, there we go. There's a shaded in area as you go up around the waters, and it points you, the feeling of Baba points you to the northern, will be, if north is straight at the top, the northeast side of the cove.
So just that path on the northern beach?
Yes. You'll have to, as you guys can see, hang on here, let's do the little opening thing so you guys can see where you're going. Alright, this is opening up more. So, you do see a cliff, as you can see, up a ledge that you'll have to go up onto. But, go ahead.
My map hasn't changed. Have you changed the map?
I can.
Okay, no, I thought you said you were going to change it and then nothing happens. I just wanted to make sure.
No, you can see.
I hadn't been booted off the system.
Just, if you take a look, Max, to the northeast, you'll see a tree and then a little bit more of a shoreline that almost goes to a river. And then you'll see a cliff area, a raised area with little lines around it that indicates a ledge or a cliff. Now, any of you that have flying animals, i.e. Ragni, you can use those, or Josh, if you want to use the horses,
Why do you bring flying animals up when you know the reaction is going to die?
all except for Painvin, who unfortunately does not have his Dracolisk to ride.
I do not have a Dracolisk. Painvin, thank you for bringing up that very painful memory.
You are very welcome. It's my job as a GM. I can't make it all easy for you. On the fourth part of the adventure, they were on another planet of dragons, and there were Dracolisks, and Painvin had charmed one. He had one in his employ that he was riding until it was dispatched, sadly.
By my own party. They didn't trust it just because...
Rick, you murderer.
Spells from a completely unknown but incredibly handsome mage may have been involved.
Trust it just because its gaze turns things into stone. They were convinced that somehow I would end up with it.
Yes,
they didn't trust me.
And you know,
so
Painvin
they killed my Dracolisk, and I have never forgiven them.
It couldn't be because Painvin's wisdom and I don't know.
They were
will
metagaming.
saves.
They were holding stuff from like a previous adventure against me just because I killed a couple of party members.
At a key point and sank a key sub into the ocean.
I will say that Sirena finds you completely and totally untrustworthy, but she trusts that you will always be untrustworthy.
See? Now you understand him perfectly. Oh, it hurts.
So
Sirena looks at
anytime
people who are not magical, i.e. Max, and she's just like, I can make you fly.
Ooh.
It's not the same as having a Dracolisk.
Sirena should polymorph Mulej to have wings. That way, Remilee and Mulej can fly into battle.
I could probably turn him into a flying something.
Oh, a flying Vorpal bunny. Gee.
I don't. Yeah, he's not gonna. No, he's not gonna be a Vorpal bunny. We discussed this on his second birthday when he really wanted me to do that, and I told him no. Then the answer's still no.
You don't want a flying Vorpal bunny with big teeth.
I don't want Mulej to be a flying Vorpal bunny.
Then poor Josh will have to find the holy hand grenade of Antioch. Oh, it hurts.
Serena's just going to hold her hand out if you touch me, you'll fly.
How tall is this thing anyway?
That ledge up there is about probably 40 feet if you had to climb it.
Piece of cake.
Well, how about this? You can go up. I will give you
True, Ragni.
I will give you one of my ring gates.
Okay.
And she can just keep it open. I'll give her a string to put it around her neck or something. So that way I can be there without actually needing to be there.
See, what you need, and I don't know if you guys saw the new planner adventures that's come out. They have a new archetype of investigator that basically can locate portals, activate portals, and can make their own portals. Pretty fun. They can actually do portals that can go up to 100 feet away that can transport people through them.
Now you're thinking with portals.
Yes, I know.
So there's an investigator that found a device that makes him like sliders.
It kinda, yeah. I mean, it's the funny part. That's what it reminds me of, because second level, they can detect portals, and they can make DC saves to understand the command words and everything else and where they're going location wise. It's pretty cool. It's like can be good and bad though, especially if you open the wrong portal at the wrong place at the wrong time. That's true. Painvin, I guess, could ride on the Pegasus.
At this point, the whole subject is so painful and so sore, and Painvin is so annoyed, he is going to scale the cliff just on general principle because he's irritated at everybody.
So Remilee, riding Mulej, goes, "Where are you going, Painvin? Are you going somewhere quick? Are you going to go climb the ledge? You know, if you had wings like me, you could fly."
So we're gonna climb up then? Is that what we're doing?
I guess so.
Painvin is just pissed off, so he's climbing.
he's moving at quite good speed up, a good clip up there. So, okay. Yeah, Ragni's outflown you. She's already probably landed on the ledge at this point. Is waiting for you up there, just kind of smiling. Sirena? Go ahead.
For me and Mulej, I will simply fly. You know, I don't understand this whole climbing. Climbing. Yeah, forget that noise.
So Remilee
BK from Mexico.
Oh, nice! Yay! So the Remilee is flying with beside you guys, just kind of humming a tune. Now, Josh, are you going to go ahead and fly with Dameon, or are you going to have your Quaddle come with you?
I left my Quaddle back with the rest of my summoned team.
Oh, okay. So then remove Quaddle here from the board at this point.
Yeah.
All right.
So I mean, she just becomes an extra person on the board, and we just need this way. It'll just be a little bit less clutter.
Alrighty. All right. Let's see. There's a pool over in the end of the ledge. As you go to the end of the ledge where this river goes, there's a pool at the end. And the pool seems to have a shimmering in the center of it, a weird kind of a shimmering feeling as you look at it in the air itself almost scintillates and shimmers. You don't know if that has to do with the mist that's in the area or maybe something else. Of course, then again, you have detect magic up permanently, don't you, Dameon?
Yes.
You can see the hints of almost like this would gate you or teleport you type of shimmer to it, like you would have with a dimension door or a gate spell. Mm-hmm. Very similar to that feel magically, with the different ripples across it. So you're guessing if you guys go out into the pool or fly across over the pool, that you will probably get transported somewhere.
Alright, I will relay that to the rest of the team. Hey guys, it looks like there's some kind of portal here.
Alright. So what do you guys think on that? The party.
Is it safe to go through?
That is an excellent question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very focused on climbing right now.
You have climbed to the top where you see Rokkr and Ragni. I'm sorry, I blanked for a minute. That's what happens with no sleep. Or little sleep. So, Ragni and Rokkr are... Is it Rokkr or Rokkr? Or literally in the pool. So I have to get...
That's actually a good question, because I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's R and then an umlaut over the O, and then a KKR. I would think Rokkr.
I would think.
Oh. So, I was going to say, Keisha, is it pronounced Rokkr for the for your steed, or Rokkr? Rokkr. Okay, good. All right, so I had it right the first time. All right. So Rokkr and Ragni are sitting there on the cliff looking down as you get up there, Max. Sirena comes not too far behind with Mulej and Remilee, which are moving a good clip. And then Dameon is just behind them a little bit. I see your mask. Are you wearing Mommy's mask?
I think.
I think you are too.
Can I look in the mirror?
Yes, you sure can. So... Does everyone... Let me ask you this. Can everyone fly, or at least one person join Ragni on the horse to go out over the water, or how do you guys want to handle this? There are trees around here. You could technically build a boat. Take you a little while.
I suppose I could cast a tree stride spell on myself, just because.
Alright.
I will do.
Alright. Does anybody want to... Painvin, do you want to ride on Rokkr? As an in case, not knowing where... Because you guys know you guys are headed to the island of Buyan. But that doesn't mean you're going to be appearing right on Buyan. You guys may be appearing over water.
Would Rokkr object if I put the ring gate on her?
What do you think, Ragni? Would she object to him doing that?
It'll basically be a necklace that I can expand to, like, cast out if I need to.
Alright. Over here for... Right, there's a portal P. Yeah, it is across the whole center of the pool. The center of the pool itself...
I'll write down that she has the other ring gate.
Is 40 by 40 width, it looks like, and height across it. It looks like almost... It's not a perfect circle by any means. It's one of those broken kind of pool deals, but it's as close to a circle as you're going to get, and it would be a diameter of about 40 feet across. Right about 20 feet any direction is the shimmering. And it's about 10 to 15 feet in length across of that diameter, going north to south. Unfortunately, they didn't put it on this map, but I've got enough of the information to kind of give you an idea. So. Remilee's like, ooh, sparkly. Shall we fly in the middle? It could be fun. We could go somewhere. Never know.
Well, we're going to go through and see what's there.
Sure.
It'll be interesting.
She goes, I like that idea. Is everybody else?
Sure.
Well,
Hold
if you
on.
go over and poke your head through and make sure it's safe and come back.
All right.
Hold on. So Sirena grabs Mulej by the ears, and then she drops him, and he screams with joy until he realizes that he's like flying, and then he's a little bit miffed because he was ready for some torment. And then he gets happier when he realizes that he's a flying bunny.
So,
Emily, you can take him. Just bring him back in
Okay.
mostly one piece.
sure, she says, I wouldn't let him get hurt. And so she hops on the back of Mulej and goes, "Let's go!" So what does Mulej do? Cry with glee and go with her?
Yeah, he gives a ferocious roar in Rabbit. And he is happy to charge through the portal with Remilee.
All right. As soon as they hit the portal, you see a shimmering light come out, almost like a bright light of purple, and they're gone. And, so I'm going to type real quick what Mulej sees, because you have a connection with Mulej, correct?
Yeah. I kind of look back at the others. Should I feel bad that if he doesn't come back, I'm a little bit relieved?
Maybe.
I mean, he's my familiar, my close companion, something like a best friend, but he's really different.
Yeah, I have a feeling most of the people there are probably thinking, yeah, don't know. But if you were to ask Remilee, she'd be like, oh yeah. Alright, so that is what Mulej sees. Written in Mulej. So you should have gotten that. Yes, Keisha?
Yep, I got it.
Good. Saying Keisha. That would be Rokkr if Rokkr was across and seeing. So with that, does anyone else follow Remilee? Because it takes about 10 minutes and they have not come back the other way.
I turned to the others and described to them, it looks like it's just the beach. They didn't see anything dangerous, so they're probably just having a good time touring.
Well,
Yeah, I'm worried about the beach.
Alright, so who's next into the portal?
I'm gonna ask Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga, do we have to do this?
You get a very, very strong saying in your head, yes, you must do this.
Then I'm gonna do it.
Alright, so are you going to go on the back of Rokkr with Ragni to do that, or?
Course of adaptation, I'm just gonna walk. I'm still mad.
Oh my lord! All right, so you walk through the water, which isn't very deep, thankfully, and you end up on what looks to be. Hang on here. Now, mind you, you're gonna see. I'll have to think about how I can do this. All right, so. Here we go. All right. All right. Hang on here and I'll give you some more, Painvin. And that's what you see. So, Ragni, are you going to go next? All right, so you're going to follow.
I don't see anything.
Okay.
Oh, Dameon will hop on Ragni's mount and travel with her.
All right, so
That was an option.
Dameon and Ragni. So, Sirena, are you going to go through as well?
Oh, heck yeah.
All right.
Before we go through, though, Dameon will cast Anticipate Peril on himself.
All right, that's a smart move. Okay, so now this is what you can see. Now, mind you, the beach is at the far edge. Unfortunately, again, on this map, they did not put the beach. But those waves coming in show kind of what's going on now. In the distance, you can see, and again, each of these squares, unfortunately, they don't shrink you to fit it, is about, what are the distances on these squares they give them? 400 feet. So these squares, each one of these squares represents 400 feet in distance. And just narrowly can you see in the distance an island with maybe what looks to be a beach line. And that would be, let's see, 4, 8, 12, 16. It's about almost a mile to get to there. You can see it. It's, again, you can't see a lot on the shore. It would look like almost like little pins in the distance, anything that was moving or anything else. So it'd be really hard to spot unless you got Eyes of the Eagle or something like that would give you, or that spyglass. I'm surprised Painvin didn't take that spyglass from Scott.
Oh, yeah.
Nope, I have it.
Do you?
Yes, I have it listed in my inventory.
You are a smart man, you. So you could see, and you... The gist of this spyglass, ladies, is that not only can it see in the distance, but it also gives you, what is it, clairaudience, the voice, that you can hear the voices in the distance, I think, as well.
Hang on, let me get right back to it.
It lets you spy in and basically see and hear in the distance.
So I put the entire description on my little text pad here. Let's see here. This telescoping brass spyglass functions as a normal spyglass and allows clear vision to the horizon 3 miles away at sea level.
Yep.
From atop a typical crow's nest or 70-foot wall tower like Tidewater Rock, this vision extends to over 10 miles. Once per day, a user of a Farglass can activate a clairaudience clairvoyance effect upon any location seen through the Farglass's lens. As long as the location is kept in sight through the lens, the clairaudience clairvoyance sensor can move with the location. This effect lasts for up to 5 minutes. So yeah.
Yep. So if you want to,
we can do that. We can extend the vision to 10 miles and then activate a clairaudience to hear anything going on.
Yep, that way it'll give you guys some idea what you're up against. So, are you going to look up and down the whole distance of the island of what you want to see? It's a long island.
Sure, yeah. I mean, we'll keep a good distance, and I'll use up the whole 5 minutes just studying the island and what's on it.
All right, so are you going to go from north to south, or how do you want to do it? North would be right where you guys are, going straight across. And then the island extends south from there.
Yeah, but few things I do isn't magical anymore.
All right, so
anyway, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I'll do that.
So you guys can see. Let's go to about here. I'm going to do this. Because you can see basically anything that is on the top of the island, but not on the back shoreline, if that makes sense.
And this is basically like a tropical island?
Yes, it is. It is kind of a temperate tropical island, it looks like. The warmest that you guys have seen of anything in a while. So, let's see. You get to see pretty far. It's a spyglass, so it'll give you almost everything except for the back side of that island. And that's what you see. It's a large island, lots of trees. Now, to the north, you can see what look to be 4 flying leonine-looking humanoids with wings and leonine tails. And you can see a creature that looks like almost like a cyclopean creature flying around them and causing havoc, trying to harm them. They're in combat along with... Actually, I'm sorry, there's 6 leonine. And there's one of the creatures that has the one eye. And he seems to be causing some serious havoc among them. Let's see. I mean, again, they look majestic, and you guys can try to do a knowledge. Let's see, these would be. What are they? You'd have to have a knowledge dungeoneering to determine what these creatures are. They're monsters of sorts, both types. Oh, I'm sorry, and I can open up this because you would look down here as well.
Well, dungeoneering is definitely a thing I don't have, so...
Sorry, and this kind of gives you guys how big this island is. It's no
Yeah,
small
Sirena
feat.
just shakes her head and she's like, I have never seen anything like these creatures before. Not in my studies or in the forest.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else know any?
Give it a shot and fail miserably.
Yeah, I mean, Max, even though you kind of want to know what these are, it just, yeah, it's a no-go.
Can you at least determine what type they are? Like what creature type?
They're monster. I mean, the different ones that you see are monstrous humanoids. All three.
Okay.
So, the 6 are the same type, except 2 look a little tougher than the other 4. Maybe more like a higher, more royal, regal nature.
Oh, those things look like they have expensive things on them. Mm-hmm. Maybe Painvin should talk to them. He loves expensive things.
Alright, let me give you some ideas. I can give you the images of these. Let's see.
Evil thing. Can we try and identify it?
Um,
I'm just assuming it's evil. It's a Cyclops.
Yeah, that you can. Hang on here. Let me... Oops, too far in. There we go. I will give you the different things. That's the one type that's flying in the air that are leonine. This is the 2 more regal ones that you see. And then the monster, the other monster. Alright. Alright, there we go. Is one of these. So those are the things. The one with the one eye there is who they're fighting.
Oh, I don't see the one-eyed one yet.
Let's see.
There we go. Oh. Okay. Well, sorry, Rick. Sorry to tell you this, but no.
No.
I mean, I know you had this all planned out, and I'm really proud of you. Just want to let you know that. Sorry, canceled.
Noping out of it.
She's noping. She is noping big time out of that one. Nope. No.
I can't close the image, unfortunately.
That image just doesn't go away, does it?
I had to expand the
It's
image.
in my retinas.
I had to expand the whole image and then move it.
Expand the image?
Burned into your brain.
I mean, I normally have Fairgrounds on like a windowed version, so I had to get it on full screen in order to click out of it. So now I can't unwindow it.
Yeah, it's kind of rough to do. So we got at least one nope and a couple. I can't get that out of my mind, as well as many other things. I'm kind of shrinking the one down, but you guys should be able to see it. That way everybody can keep them up.
Sirena looks at Painvin. I can make it so that you don't die if you want to go and see if they want to give you money.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. I fixed Windows version.
Alright, so we gotta see if
I have it.
there is anything.
Alright, so... Yeah, I think we can take him.
There you
Why
go.
is everything fighting with you? Maybe they're just
There you go.
Maybe they're just...
Did you see the one-eyed thing? If that isn't subtype horrible evil, then I don't know what is. Come on, I mean, you're a goody two-shoes, aren't you? I'm sure there's puppies it's kicking or something.
I'll have you know that I'm descended from a noble line of Damons. Okay, let's go.
Okay. So the first one, Remilee goes, ooh. She goes, I've seen one of those before. They're not nice. Not very nice. She says, pointing at the one that looks to be the big Cyclops eyes. She was kind of gazing into the glass with Dameon at the time. Kind of gazing in from the side going, ooh, not good. Not good. Not good. She goes, Papo Bala? Yes, Papo Bala. I think that's what we call them. She goes, nasty, nasty creatures. Mean. Tricksters. She goes, they can... Well, I wonder if he can hear us from here. I bet he can, if he knows we're here.
What? From here? That's not normal.
Yeah, and they make you very sick. Very, very sick. They give a fever. Not good. She goes, I lost some of my friends that way. Back in the forest in Taldor. Not good.
So there's no way to sneak up on these things. I can create a big cloud.
You could. Yeah, that might work. Confusing. Don't think he can see through it. Yes, child.
I can create...
I see the headphones.
I can also create a cloud. It'll stink,
right,
but I can.
A little while at you. Ooh, she goes, that might be good. Well, I don't know. He might like the stink. Never know.
Is it my turn?
Not yet, Bug. Is it my turn now? You're funny, Bug. Alright. So, the other one, she goes, I don't know what those are. Haven't seen them before. Ones with the wings that are lions. She goes, haven't seen them. But the other, yeah.
Spiffy.
Yeah, do you want to fire off some spells at Rokkr, Dameon? Okay, for aerial combat. That's...
How did we get any closer, or are we still like a mile away?
No, you guys are still a mile away. If he's not looking and paying attention your way, then you're guessing that he probably is not listening in. From what Remilee was describing, it sounds like maybe he has clairvoyance, clairaudience like you do.
Mm-hmm. So they know we're here?
Yeah. Well, no, not really. You're flying in the air in the distance. The Maftets may see you. I'm sorry. I just blurred out what the others
the
are.
spell by itself doesn't have that kind of range.
Yeah, no, I mean, the Papabala that Remilee talked about is facing the other enemies. Not really looking your direction. So most likely, unless something alerts him, he doesn't see or hear you. Now the others, kind of facing your way. So they may see you in the distance, but they haven't, at least not from what you can see with the spyglass, have they given away anything in their stance. They have scimitars and are more caring about battling this. So.
Well, if they can see us coming, this is what I can do. I can summon my communal phantom steeds. I can cast an illusion on it to make it look like us, and then we can both charge at the same time and split their group in half.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why you couldn't, because they can fly above the water, correct?
Yeah.
So they would be more. Now, how far above the waterline will they be?
They have airwalk at will.
Okay, so they can pretty much position wherever they want above the line.
Yeah.
So you guys could all stay at the same line and kind of go across. And if you do the illusion, yeah, they would have to do the saves to make sure.
Only if they interact. Only if they interact with it directly.
Right. Otherwise, you just are not.
Otherwise, it looks like there's just two of the same group approaching at two different locations.
Okay. So one can fly out one way and one can fly in the other way. Yeah, I wouldn't see why that'd be a problem.
Okay. So you can also give Dameon his own. No, he'll stay with Ragni because her mount is tougher than mine.
So what is Ragni's movement? Okay, Rokkr's 120. All right, so 120. Remilee flies at about 80. So now the Phantom Steeds fly at how much around?
Their base movement is 100. They can
Okay.
run for infinite time.
So
they can. So at full steam, they can run at 400 feet around if they do a run action.
okay. So Ragni and Rokkr will go probably slightly faster.
So, I mean, we can pace them at whatever we want, so
Yeah.
I probably would prefer to keep us both at the same speed.
About 100. And then you got Remilee and Mulej that'll fly in probably, because if she's flying on Mulej, what's the movement addressed on the fly spell for them?
Good question. Let's see, movement.
Yeah, because you guys would be the one variable. Everybody else can pretty much match, unless everybody else has to slow down a little bit. Again, it doesn't look like, from what you can see from the spyglass, Dameon, they're fighting and they're talking in. Let's see, where's the language? Let's see if we got it on here. Yeah, there it is.
It looks like hard to tell. This is a
Yeah, that's what it speaks. Now, any of you that then have the tongues type of effect, I can draft it to you.
That would be me.
Okay. All right. Okay, and then Painvin, you don't, do you, necessarily?
No.
All right. That is in a tongue that sounds like Southern, basically, with one of the Southern tongues. Off of Garand, most likely.
Oh, 60 feet, my bad.
Alright, so 60 feet. So you guys, they could do it now. Again, as long as you guys are only doing a single move with your mount, Sirena and Mulej and Remilee could match Rokkr with a double move. As long as you guys take the full move action for being 120 or 100. So you guys can move pretty evenly. Now, it'll take about 20 rounds to get over there. So, just letting you know, there'll be about 20 rounds of combat going on over there. I'll move that down real quick so I can get the others. Let's see. Alright, so there are this in here. 2, and then hang on here. 3, 4, and then so get all those into the. Alright. So boom. Alright. Then I can move there. Okay, so let's see, you're Dameon, you're going to be at 0 because we haven't really gone into a combat yet. Alright, go back to the combat chart here.
And we're all full health and
Oh, yeah.
all that jazz, right?
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yep, there's nothing right now. It's why is that sheet not doing that on the party sheet? The party sheet is for some reason not allowing me to change. But it puts that there. Why? Alright. Oh, that's why a combat sheet. Okay. Alright. Sorry. Gotta redo this then and make sure I got those. Everybody should be at. Alright, so he is at. Alright, and then. Yeah, it'll take you guys a bit to get there, but it's not like forever.
Well, so combat buffs aplenty for anyone that wants to do that.
Yep, that'd probably be a good thing. Alright, and then these guys. One more there.
Let's see now.
Alright. So got the combat tracker there. So you guys are moving in now. When you guys want to engage, let me know, because then that way we'll have to. Because what I'm going to do then is these squares are going to go down to 10 feet squares as you guys get closer. Alright, so then he will be. Let me see something on him. Can they affect him?
Sure. I'll do a magic circle against law on myself.
Alright. Alright, so one of the... Actually, two of the regulars drop out of the sky before you guys are there. It looks damaged. They kind of have him surrounded and harassing and harrying him. But it looks like their weapons look really nice, the scimitars. As you guys get closer, they sheen in the sun, which tells you they're made of a really good material and are at least a masterwork level. They do cuts on him, but not the kind you would think they would, being as good as they are with their scimitars. The two in front do some damage to him. And so he is definitely bleeding, as per se, by the time you guys get close enough in range. Let's see. Put this here. Painvin, you're on one of the horses, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now put there.
And then complaining the entire time.
Yep, and then Mulej will be here with this. Alright, there we go. Do that. Okay, so you guys are about 40 feet out, or just about 40 feet out. The combat is raging, and everybody...
When we get to about 2 rounds, I'm going to use a scroll to cast haste on the party.
Okay.
When we are... It'll be the thing that we do immediately before that he does immediately before we have to roll initiative.
Alright, so...
I just point out how easy it would be to turn these things to stone if we had a Dragolisk.
I can turn things to stone myself.
Alright, so...
I am your Dracolisk now!
You are the Dracolisk. Beware. Just beware. Alright, so go ahead and do your initiatives. Let's see, she's got that.
Oh, and another thing I do on our way there is that I cast Greater Arcane Sight on myself.
Okay. That is good, so you can see pretty much what's going on with the... Alright.
Just about if it happens and it's magical or magically related, then I know everything about it. I automatically know the location and power of all magical auras within sight. I can also tell, if you concentrate on a specific creature within 120 feet of you as a standard action, you can determine whether it has any spellcasting or spell-like abilities, whether they are arcane or divine. Spell-like abilities register as arcane, and the strength of the most powerful spell or spell-like ability that currently has.
Sweetheart. No, you need to put the iPad down. You can go play with your toys.
It also gives me all the benefits.
We're not doing the iPad.
I'm not going to play with that.
I mean it, child. Put the iPad.
Well,
There's Meltdown 1. And we almost lost an iPad, but thankfully I've got an otter case on it. Alright, so on this creature, what you can tell coming in, now this is not the Leonine creatures, but this is this one. This one has, so it's telling you exactly, let's see, it is telling you Concentrate. Alright, whether these are arcane or divine, and the strength. Alright, so he is an arcane caster. He has quite a few different abilities. And the most powerful one is a 6th level spell itself. So it can be quite powerful. Now,
is initiative a 31? Because if it's not, I'm going to shoot his ass in the back.
I love it. All right, so Painvin's a 31. So let's do the initiatives. Going in, you would have had that time to concentrate on things. I love Max. I'm just going to shoot it. Screw it.
In
I'm
the
not
back.
Yes.
In the back.
All right.
Remilee's not far off of
That's the
you.
important part.
My
In
antici-
the...
I know, in the back to let me
I
know.
feel like that might be important for your character.
Yes, it's like backstabbing, basically. I am going to use my ability to hurt it as much as possible.
So,
All right, what's the other?
my anticipate peril spell goes off, and I get a whatever that is.
That's a 28. Yep. All right, so he gets a 28. All right, so Ragni and Rokkr will go on the same initiative. I'll just have the mounts go on the same one. So same way with Mulej and let's see, Mulej goes on that one. All right, so we just need Ragni and Sirena. Yep, Ragni, you got a 20. Was yours a 22? Yours a 22. Okay, so we'll do 22 because he's your mount, and otherwise it would just yeah. I mean, take the better of the two rolls when you're on the mount. I'm gonna make it easy because the mount's gonna lead you into that combat. So, all right. So Sirena, did we do yours yet?
I don't think so.
Nope.
For me, it is. Booyah!
All right, 23. Well, the fortunate thing is the party goes before everyone. So, Painvin, yes, you do get to do your attacks of opportunity. And I take it you're using a magical bow.
I am using my lightning bow.
Yes, you are. Let's see.
The question is, how do I want to use it? Now, because of this, I always have to look this thing up.
Go ahead real quick. I'm going to get her some water real quick while you're doing that, and I'll be right back. All right, Munchkie. I'm going to get you your hot dogs going. Sounds like it's raining outside pretty good. All right. Get you some water. Alright, Buggy Bug. Let me put on your show tunes now, finally. Alright. Here.
Thank you. Well,
I will put on yours.
you still do everything.
There it is. Alright, so keep it at this level, okay? Alright, let's go my stations. We'll do this. Alright. So I'll put your hot dogs in. That way we got those. I can hop back on with everybody. Huh?
Now we're enough.
Yeah.
The key is looks like here.
Yes, it's okay. Yeah, exactly. Enough. You pronounced it correct. You pronounced correct, sweet thing. All right, Max, I'm back.
All right, I'm going to use the True Strike ability on my first shot.
Okay.
It's a plus 20,
All right, I got yours, Ragni. So, all right.
so that's with plus 20. It's a plus 45 overall.
Nice. Oh,
They're
Lord,
rolling
yeah.
18.
And if you had had an expanded critical range, good God, a 63 to hit. I think you hit pretty solidly. And you hit it in the right leg from behind as it cries out in pain. In common.
So that's for the initial damage. We'll do.
Huh?
Yeah, okay, so.
Okay. That's what it says in common.
So now that we're closer, how large did you say that these squares are?
10-foot squares.
Okay.
Turn it down, sweetheart.
And since it
Yes.
is clearly flanked, since it's fighting 4 other creatures.
Yeah, this thing is a... Turn
be
it
the
down some more, sweetheart. You got it
I'd be
way
the same
too
square as
high.
Ragni because I'm riding on her mount.
Alright, this is a medium creature, surprisingly. Yes. Yes, Bug. Sorry. Alright, so Painvin does 12.
Total
Plus.
32.
Yep, alright, so 32, and it looks like you damaged it pretty good. Let's see.
And since I'm hasted, I have 2 more attacks. I won't use the full. I'm going to save that
Okay.
plus 20 for a rainy day, perhaps. So this will just be plus.
This should be 0. 0. Alright, so I've got all your wounds zeroed out.
So that's a 41.
Yeah, 41 will hit. Yeah, this creature's got a good armor class, but not that good.
Yeah, that. I would hope that a 41 would
Yeah.
never.
Unless it's like a major devil from hell. Yeah, it'll pretty much hit. Or something like...
Considering that you did a true strike and it would be flat-footed,
Yeah.
sure, it would have hit it even that.
The only things that probably don't get hit like that would be spawns of Rovagug and things like that. So
That's 2140 on that shot.
nice. Yeah, you
That's
definitely between their
final
wounds
act.
to it and yours, you've done some serious wounding to this creature. It has noticed you now.
One more shot. And that'll wrap it up with a
And
36.
that's a hit. Yep. All 3 hits.
All right.
All right. Nothing like a little Cars 3 music to get things going. Life is a highway, though. All
Because
right.
she wanted her way.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to go. She's at that year old that, yeah, she won everything her way. It's like mine. Your way doesn't count.
All right. That's it for me.
All right. So you have definitely taken it well. Let's see. Hang on here.
So was there only the one that had the 6th level spell? Or spells?
Yes. The others have some spell abilities, but nothing of real significance. I mean, it's... let's see here. Let's do this so I can do this. Alright, so these have some significance, but they're like small mage spells. Probably the best would be about a 3rd level magic user spell or wizard spell. The other is much stronger, much more significant. So you, Paimon, you have taken it well down. It is bleeding profusely from the 3 hits. First one was on the right leg. The second one was on the right foot, and the third one is on the right hand. So you picked that right side and started riddling it down with arrows of lightning. It is not amused at all. Alright, so now we are to Remilee, and Remilee is going to fly Mulej in and the bunny and she would get 1 attack apiece. So, let's see. That would be Remilee's 1 attack, and that one's going to be at...
Remember, they're all hasted.
Yeah, I know. So...
I wouldn't get the extra attacks. It's still +1 attack.
How do you add them? Because you can't stack the boots of speed, but she's not really running with them, but they're on. So
boots of speed just add an enhancement bonus to your speed, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not really major.
So the larger bonus would overlap.
Yep. All right. So that's going to be a plus that. This will be interesting. All right. And she's using her Sylvan Scimitar. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, so she rolls a 43 to hit, so she'll hit. So, let's see, +7. And then she does a massive 7 points, or 8 points of damage to the creature. Doesn't do much to hurt it, but it's still, you know. Alright. And then, what is the Mad Bunny doing?
The Mad Bunners?
Yes. Is he going to bite it? Did we ever get him? We got him the teeth things, didn't we? So he has now magical teeth. That's frightening. Mulej, Mulej has magical teeth. Oh gosh, this is gonna be fun.
And that gives him a bonus to the damage, right?
It does. It does. It gives him a +2 to the damage, and a 15 will not, even though he is really angry and thinks he took a chunk out of it in his own mind, boosting his rage. Not really. He probably just got hit by some of the blood from Remilee and Painvin's shots.
I've got to get this bunny classes in Barbarian, I tell you.
You seriously do. Mulej the Barbarian. God, that'd be funny. Yes, bud? Okay. Alright, so now we are to Dameon. So Dameon, you do have a shot.
Why did you say that Dameon's fatigued, slowed, and staggered?
He shouldn't be.
Like a combat or two ago.
Yeah, that shouldn't be. Alright. Let's go to his conditions. Where is it? There they are. Effects.
I don't think it would. I can only affect up to 5 creatures with it only being cast, because I cast it from a scroll that I've been waiting to get rid of, so I would have affected the humanoids before I would have affected the horse.
Okay.
But it should be. These squares are only 10 feet each, so you should be fine. You'd be able to run circles around most of these anyway. Well,
unless you want to do her versus Remilee, because Remilee has some of her own stuff. It's up to you. You've seen with Remilee, she normally has for her first attack a +35 to hit. So she's not going to miss very often, thanks to her duelist and her swashbuckler. And she's not even throwing her special abilities in there yet with any of that.
Right. Well, is the what I assume to be either a bard or some kind of battle mage or something like that in combat?
He is. He's the one that's the creature with the one.
I'm asking because I want to know if I'm going to suck on the -4 penalty for firing into melee.
The creature that's surrounded with the one eye is that creature that has that 6th level spell casting capability.
Okay. So, but it's not in front of anybody?
It's facing, yes, but there's a line open. If you look at it and looking at the map, Remilee's off to its south. There's one to the north, and there's 3 in front.
Okay.
So there's still a line of fire that you could get through. It's fairly clear.
Well, what I'm about to do might negate it anyway, because it negates concealment and such. Anyway, so as my move action, I'm going to take out my Wand of True Strike.
Nice.
Then I will use my standard action to cast True Strike.
Okay.
And then I will use my quickened action to cast a quickened enervation spell at the creature.
Nice. Nice.
So, let's see what my normal bonus to attack is before I do that. And I skipped right over it. It's not terribly out. Okay, range touch is +10 normally, so it'd be +30. with the True Strike.
Okay.
So 33.
All right. A 33 will hit. And then, let's see, number... Alright, so saving is none, and if it has SR, then it can do something there, but I don't think it does. Nope, it does not have SR, so do your worst.
Alright, so it takes, 4 negative levels.
Yikes. Alright, so that would be, let's see, what's its...
It basically means it takes a -4 penalty to everything.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, it's for...
But you also do hit points of damage on it as well, I believe.
Its maximum hit points is reduced by 5 points per negative level.
Alright, so it is...
It's not actually damage in that respect. I'm actually reducing its maximum hit points.
No, you are, and so it would be this. Okay, alright. So yeah, he is definitely not looking as tough as he was. And you may have affected his big ability. You never know. Most likely you did.
Indeed.
Because even with monsters' abilities or spell-like abilities, once you hit them and you do some things that take its hit dice down, that tends to affect things.
So, yeah, it also means its caster level for its spells
is down.
And
Yep. You have, let's just put it on there, I will say with it, you have, where is it? -4 levels from Innovation. So literally, yeah. No. Okay. Alright, so that gives me the thing on it. Alright, so from Dameon, that goes then down to Sirena. Alright, so Sirena, looks like he hit him with Dameon hit him with a sickly ray of dark light. And he doesn't look as good as he did before.
Okay, so I think what I want to do, because I really haven't had the opportunity, is I want to throw had plenty of opportunity, I just can't remember to do it. I want to throw the Retribution Hex
Okay.
on him, so that means that, so I got to move forward first, I got to get within 60 feet, so would that be about the square upper left of him?
Okay, yep, I can work with that. That would be about right, because they're 10-foot squares.
Okay.
Alright, so if you're here, if you're within 60 feet, you would be... You're fine where you are, actually.
Oh, I'm fine with it.
10,
Oh,
20,
perfect.
30, yeah, you're only about 35 feet away. So you don't
Perfect.
have to really move in if you don't want to.
Yeah, so whenever it deals damage to another creature in melee, it means that, yeah, it'll do damage to itself. So this is 6 rounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, it bypasses all that. So in other words, if it hits something hard, it's going to be hurting itself just equally as much.
Right, so it's going to
Nice.
need to make a DC 23. I want to say will save. Let me double check.
Okay. Yep, will save negates the fact.
Yep.
Alright, so let's see what its will save pluses are. And those go down, actually. So, nice. What would have been a really good save for it is no longer a really good save. Okay. So it needs a 13 or better, and it rolls a natural 1! Epic fail. Oh, not only do you hit it so much that it's going like, whoa, something just whammied me. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
That's not that there's critical failures, it's just that it's that bad of a fail on its thing.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
So she kind of raises her hands and she glares at it and she says, sticks and stones may break my bones, but you will never hurt me. And then cast the hex, and yeah, it kind of gets a little bit of a of a dark shimmer around it before the hex settles in, and it finds itself not in a good position.
I can never imagine someone casting a hex as not being like that final scene of the Body Snatchers, where it's just pointing this screeching howl comes out.
Again. Chicharito.
Oh, it's hurting. It is really, really hurting. You gotta love those kind of hurts. So
It went from 6-on-1, bring it, to mommy.
yeah, it's like I'm having a bad day. I'm really having a bad day. I don't know how bad of a day, but I'm having that bad of a day. All right, let's see. So here we go. We are now down to Ragni. It is your turn, Ragni. You wanted to fly in. Now, Dameon, are you on the back still of Ragni's steed with her?
Yep.
Okay. So Ragni, you got a shot of opening, which will close it and put Dameon back at least about 5 feet from the target, which is good, because they have to get past you to get to him. So what are you doing, Ragni? Are you there, Akisha? I'm hoping you are. There you are.
There we go. Just typing
All
a
right,
lot.
mounted combat, good. Ride by fire. Nice. All right, so
Hey, I'm on the back of her horse, right?
no, I think you're on your own mystical steed that Dameon made. Because I think Dameon...
Wait, don't go dragging me into hand-to-hand. Oh, no.
No, you're not. Dameon's going into hand-to-hand with the flyby. Because what she's doing is going in and making the attack on the flyby. Yeah, flyby attack.
You know.
Oh, I know.
How I feel about fighting fair.
Oh, I know. That is
What's
not
the fun
in your
in playing
vocabulary.
fair?
Alright, let's see. Flyby.
Dameon just enjoys being a part of the heavy metal album cover.
Alright, so the flyby gets you under the ruling. On flying, a creature can make a move action and a standard action. The
Of
creature
course, Dameon
cannot
could only
take
really do that if he were a bard.
Now, the question is, with a
David is
flyby...
definitely more on the cover of a punk rock album.
Yeah, you'll get a sword attack by Ragni in the
Leather
course.
in an alley somewhere.
Dameon would probably be smooth jazz.
Ragni would be Yngwie Malmsteen going at full tilt. If you remember his stuff back from the day. Alright. As in rear, yes. So what it would be is Ragni would hit first, and and then Rokkr would be kicking off the back of it. So this is where you need some magical horseshoes that got plus bonuses on them for her as your next thing. Because that way then when she rear kicks him or front hooves him, she gets bonuses and magical bonuses on them. Because I do believe they have magical horseshoes, correct? That are attack. Like +1, +2, +3, just like any other weapon. Oh, okay.
She could also get a druid to permanency greater magic fang on the horse, too.
Yeah, for bites. Yeah, we need to get some stuff for her steed on that, because I'll give you the +1 bonus since they are magical for walking on things. An enchantment on there, just as if, or basically, if there's a DR against magic, your hoofs would overcome them, just simply because they are magical in themselves.
She's 16th level. I'm sure a +1 hooves could just pop in out of existence.
Oh yeah,
Balance the
nice. All right, so do Rokkr's damage. That's definitely a hit with the hooves, and you hit The poor thing in the head. Oh, that's nice. She's gonna ring his bell. And let's see. Let's have him do a, once you hit him, depending on the roll. Oh, that's for Ragni. Okay, so do Ragni's first. The Ragni's is the head hit. Nice. So if you do enough damage, he may have to make a roll to not be stunned or staggered, at least staggered. Alright. Oh, jeez, Ragni. Alright, so 11. No, definitely won't stagger him, unfortunately.
Sounds like bad luck.
Okay, you can do the fire damage. The fire damage will affect him. Alright, so they do 14, but not enough necessarily to, because it's not more than double the con. Alright, so 14 there, we'll put him at that. He is definitely looking really bad and really rough, so now it's Rokkr's turn. In the left arm, slamming him in the left arm with those hooves. Golly Moses, guys, you guys have gone over 100 and some odd points of damage. I'll be right back. I gotta get our hot dogs.
Okay.
So do the rolls. Alright. Your hot dogs are ready, kiddo. Be careful, because these are going to be hot.
Be hot?
Yep. Alright, kiddo. They're good. They made sure. Alright. Alright, GM is back. Alright, so.
Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, she didn't do good on that roll. 13 will definitely not hit his arm. So you guys flew by, and you guys will end out probably out this way. Because you guys did the flyby. Allowing Dameon and you to see what's out this way.
See, this is a perfect spot for me because she can do her flyby and I can fire ranged attacks.
Oh yeah. And you can also see what's on the other side to a certain extent of the water. And you guys see an island that looks to be, there is a fortress. Now again, this is bigger distances. This is about 800 feet away. But you can see a very large, nice-looking fortress with more winged creatures that look like the one that's fighting this one, the Papabala. And you can also see a ring of stones and what looks to be an altar where somebody could be chained to in the distance. So, what that is, don't know. Other than it's an altar. Yeah, and you can see it too, Ragni. I mean, it's you're seeing this as a large fortress. Probably has a whole lot of these leonine creatures in them.
So let me put this together. Flying, dark-colored creatures, fortress, place surrounded by witches.
Maybe, yeah.
Are there soldiers marching about going, oh, wee, oh?
No, unfortunately, no. That's good, but no.
I'm down for it. When do I get my Millennium Falcon?
I don't know, that may be a few adventures away.
As soon as it's done delivering its toast and avocado.
Alright, so finally this creature gets to go, unbelievably. I'll get you my pretty sneer rabbit too. That's good. I love that. Alright. So this could go really bad for this creature. The Papa Bala doesn't realize what your whammy has done to him. So let's see how bad this is. Alright, so 29. That will hit this winged creature, the leaning creature, humanoid. And it will do... Oh my gosh, this is going to be really bad. Yep. Alright, so it does 2 of these plus... Alright, so it does 10 to that, which is also 10 to itself. Alright, let's see, 10 to that one. So that puts it down to... Alright, hang on here. Alright. 6, alright. Then... Alright, this one here. Alright, hang on. And... Let's see... Alright, you just gotta make sure I got all these guys. Write it out. Okay. Alright, and that one's 35. Alright, so just gotta make sure I got all these. Alright, so now it's gonna do its next attack, but actually it does the... Let's see if that's a saving throw situation. Alright, I don't think it is. I think... Yeah, no, it's not. Alright, so this is...
So much will they, won't they?
Yeah, unfortunately they do some nasty things. You can kind of see that it's draining... The best way I can put it is it's draining charisma. I mean, it's... the creature gets hit,
right.
And it gets hit. So its thing goes down. And I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. Let's see, damage to... There's ability score damage. I don't think it has it there. Alright, let's see. Does it? Let's see, minus 2. Alright. Alright, so it does that. Alright, next one, it has some more attacks, unfortunately, for these, for itself and these creatures. You guys may not have to lift a finger the way it's going. Alright, that's a hit. And that one does... These are the talent ones. So... God, it's just gonna... You guys have caused it some real havoc. I love it. Poor creature has no clue what it's doing. Alright, did 11 points to that one. So that puts it at... And it does 11 more points to that one. It's looking really rough. The same wounds that it's hitting on this poor Maftet to the... Or this winged creature to the north is taking some serious damage. And we haven't even gotten to those yet, to attack yet. So let's do another one there. It gets another claw attack. It basically gets 4 attacks. Was that hit? Yep, both of them. Alright. Your Hex. I love your Hex.
Yeah, I love it too.
Okay, so it does 9 to that. And it does 9 to that. Yeah, it's looking really rough. Wounds all over it. Let's see, and then 2 wings. This is going to be so much fun. There's 1, alright. That's going to be a hit. And then... Let's see if this one will hit. Man. Ooh, that's not good, and that's possible critical. Alright, so that
The
could
only
be
thing better than a
really
possible
bad.
crit is a actual crit.
Yep. And that'll confirm. Alright, so both the flying creature and it from the natural attack get a... That's more bludgeon. Double damage, and target is pushed one square in a different direction. Alright. So in this case, it'll be a ×3 damage. Alright. Alright, let's see. Alright, and it does 19 plus another 6, 25 points to it. Alright, so the one creature up here that gets knocked this way a square looks really rough. Bad. Let's see. So does your other creature. He gets knocked out this way. So, now we go to the next ones. This one's going to come flying in and swoop and do 2 attacks. Let's see what that does. Alright, it does 11 to each attack. Alright, so there's 1. 26 won't hit. Actually, 27. Alright. And 21 does not hit. This one flies in and we'll get 1. Alright. There we go. Let's go down 2. Nope, that won't hit. Alright, then the other ones come in. And gets that. Alright, let's see if this one can hit or not. Nope, doesn't hit. This one's going to come flying out and around to there. Alright, so that takes us through them. Okay, so that takes us to Painvin. You'd have to shift down about 5 feet to get a good shot, otherwise you're going to hit the... Unless you want to hit the lion creature.
No. For now, I'm assuming that they're at least neutral. Yeah, I'll take a 5-foot shift.
Alright, then do your shot. He looks really rough. It looks like if you get a good solid hit on him, it could be the end. And you're going to hit him in the left leg when you hit him. Yep, you hit.
Boo!
Hi, Boo.
Oh,
I said boo to her.
I know, they heard.
hi.
She says, hey. Come here. Go ahead and say hi.
I can say boo. Boo!
Scary.
Gotta love the munchkie.
Are you playing?
Yep. And you hit it in the leg, Max.
What? What are you doing anyway?
What are they doing, do you think?
Can you just tell me?
Well, they are battling a big old creature called a papabala.
A papa bala?
Yeah. And Max hit it so hard in the leg that it's falling out of the sky.
Falling out the sky? Yikes!
Alright, don't yell so loud. You know, they can hear you. I'm going to need those back here in a second.
No.
Alright.
Wait. No.
No. You get another minute or so, and then Daddy's got to talk to him.
Yeah, how you know?
Minnie.
I think you...
Alright, go get your hot dogs. Alright?
Wait.
That's fine. You don't have to push them back. Daddy's fine with them. Thank you. Alright, go eat.
Don't.
You got lunch. Alright. So it falls out of the sky, screaming and kind of fluttering its way down until it hits the water and begins to sink. I don't need that down, sweetie. Go eat. I got my microphone right here.
Please.
Fine. Go. Go. Dude, this would be a fun day. At least we're not screaming in other types of things. So, yeah. Basically, now the others are eyeing you. They're not hostile necessarily. They basically say, "Thank you, stranger," in common. It's kind of a broken, highly accented, "Thank you, stranger." And the women, the same way, "Thank you." And
Okay.
they just kind of look at you as, "Why are you here?"
I nudge Dameon.
Huh? What? What's going on?
I hear that you're good with women. You should talk to them and explain to them why we're here.
Yeah, the two that are darker colored markers are male. The two that are lighter colored, the white ones, are female.
Okay, well, Dameon will scooch himself closer to the females and say, "Well, hello."
They say
Sirena nods. Like, yes, this is how males talk to females.
they kind of look at you with a little bit of startlement, but nothing too bad. They have some wounds, especially the one that is the farthest out towards Painvin has some significant wounds. She's bleeding pretty good, cut up pretty good. She kind of snarls and goes, "Hello, what may we do for you now that you have helped us?"
Oh, we were wondering what such beautiful people were doing out in such an unruly location.
She says, "We have been." She says, "We have been." Go ahead.
Let me take care of these wounds for you. He'll take out his wand and throw a cure critical at one of them.
All right. She kind of begrudgingly acknowledges it, and her wounds begin to close. She looks and she goes, "Thank you. These will make good scars later." Now, their bottom half, as you see in the picture, all lion. So basically from about the stomach down, all lion. And they stand, it looks like they could stand on those two lion legs. The upper half...
Dameon most likely to venture into furry.
Yeah, he probably would. The upper half is...
Dameon has access to polymorph any object now.
Is bronze. Now, they do wear some...
That question.
They do wear clothing. They wear kind of a reddish, even though this one doesn't show it, they have a reddish upper covering to them. Kind of matches the blood. The other guys have much more of a, I guess, I always love these things that do them bare-chested. They're not that way. They've got like a light chain, the males do. Mm-hmm. And they say, "So what brings you to Buyan?"
I have come to realize now that I'm on a quest for my goddess, for epic vengeance, for client.
Vengeance, we understand this. Vengeance against whom?
Someone who's been wronged greatly, Baba Yaga.
At first they kind of look at you and startled, and they... So the Baba. You are her agents, they say?
We certainly are. Unwittingly, for the most part, but yes.
Okay. We could take you to... our city, maybe our queen would be able to help you.
Sure. I'd be willing to go anywhere you take me. And my friends can come along.
They kind of chuckle when you say that. Alright, so they motion and begin flying towards the city that has almost a golden sheen to it coming off of it. It is a large palace with golden spires and minarets. And yes, Painvin, you can detect that is real gold that is on the spires and minarets. It almost looks Qadiran. And since you guys have been in Taldor, you know what Qadira looks like. It looks like they maybe were transported out of the Qadiran area because of the looks of the towers and the battlements. It has that look to it. And
I'm going to be a bigger bag of holding, clearly.
Yeah, you will.
I don't think you can put minarets in your bag of holding.
No,
need a bigger one.
Not very easily. That's for sure. Minarets are not gonna. I mean, these minarets are pretty darn big. So they
where there's a Painvin, there's a way.
Oh, God, yeah, there is. He will find a way for anything. So they fly you over to what would be the far eastern side of the island, where it looks like there is an area you guys can land in that is the actual Golden City itself. And you guys get a good look at it as you fly over the island. And I'll give it to you here. Alright, so I need to do this for sharing so you guys can see this.
I'm going to assume my 18-minute spell ran out.
Oh yeah. By the time you get there, easily it will run out of time. Let's see. Can you see it all? Yeah, there it is. So you guys land in what looks to be a courtyard. Dun 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 dun. Let's put Rokkr here, and then of course, since Dameon and you were there on Rokkr, and then Remilee kind of there with Mulej, and the one leads you guys in while the rest fly off to tend to other wounds, and they wander into what looks to be some large double doors. Alright, there we go. Now I can close that for the moment.
Okay. Before Dameon talks to any royalty, he'll break out his rare perfume and spritz it on himself.
What you can tell probably by their noses, their face has... It's a humanoid leonine...
Off chance he needs it for circumstance bonuses to diplomacy.
Yeah, you probably will, because who they take you to looks like royalty. Let's see... Yeah, there she is. And I can show you what she looks like. Alright. So this is what Queenie Dearest looks like. This looks like their leader. The one bows before her and says, Queen Esmira, we have brought visitors. They come on a quest for the Baba. And Esmira turns and looks at you now. The things, her skin does have a purplish hue to the top part, and it looks to be what looks to be white magical tattoos on her. And she turns to you and says, we have lived in our beautiful golden city on this island since before the time of our grandsires, she said, with a kind of a roar at the end. Then strange creatures from the depths of the sea emerged upon our island shores. They demand that we swear loyalty to their rule. We fought them by but individually they are more powerful than my people, and several of my warriors were killed. These enemies have demanded that I be chained to an old sacrificial rock below the city tomorrow at dawn, or they will invade our island and kill all of my people. The creature you fought earlier is merely one of the horrors that our enemies can command. We cannot stand against them, so tomorrow I go to my fate to save my people. But with your arrival, perhaps the tide can be turned, and the fate of myself and my people can be rewritten.
Absolutely. I would want nothing but to help such honorable warriors such as yourselves.
She says, good, we will need your aid. Says, unfortunately, we just do not have the power. These creatures have an upper torso that looks humanoid, but it is attached to the horse that is the lower self. Not like centaurs or lamea. No, these are other creatures. Almost natural, fayish creatures. Now, you can make a knowledge nature roll to see if you know the type of creature she's talking about from the description.
Nature is only a +4, but I'll be happy to assist if somebody's is better.
Yeah, I think mine's pretty good.
Okay.
I have 10 ranks in it.
Alright, so Ragni can assist if you want.
Better, but...
Her roll of 15 will definitely give a +2 assistance.
Roll of 16.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's a 31 max. Do you want to add any to it? Well, yeah, Dameon, you would get a 2, so a 23 and a 30, or 23 and a 31. You want to, which one do you want to aid, Max?
Whoever needs it. I mean,
if you gave it to Dameon, he would have much more of a chance to knowing what Sirena would know.
But I'll give it to Dameon.
Okay. All right, so go ahead and roll that and see if you do a 15 or better, you can aid him.
Roll the 16. All
right, so it will help. Both you, Dameon, and Sirena realize that these are Nukkalavi, or some sort of version of them. They sound.
Say that again. I think you.
They are what is called a creature called a Nukkalavi.
Nukkalavi.
Yeah, and
I recognize that from the Grim, but how do you spell it?
Nukkalaviee.
That's right. Good old Grim.
Yeah.
Introducing me to so many different kinds.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
The Grim show. It has a lot of nice things on there. But yeah, the Nukkalavi, as you know, are creatures that are unusual creatures. They are large fae. They're generally evil, very evil. They come from the pollution of man conflicting with fae. And they look, from her description, you get a picture in your mind. Excuse me, I'm going to get rid of these other ones. Hang on here. Yeah, that's it right there. They would look something along the lines of this. That's her description.
Oh, well,
Yeah, that's a Nukkalavi, but it's different because the standard Nukkalavi wouldn't have the hair that comes out of it, or the sword, or the kind of a green armor to it, like almost like a kelp armor.
Remember when I canceled you before?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do it again.
You don't want to play with the Nukkalavi?
No. That's a negative.
Yeah, they're from what she tells you, and she opens up more. She goes, unfortunately, these creatures have been coming at my people for generations, and it has finally come to a head. that they demand my sacrifice at the altar in order to stop harming my people.
But
Otherwise, they will.
why?
She goes, I know not. The ones that we have tried to capture fought to the bitter end. They see us as aggressors on this island. Since we've come here, they've come out of the waters. And so they live in the sea and form from the sea. She goes, I do not know why they do this, but they do this for their own means.
Well, they are clearly evil, mad creatures of some kind who have invaded your wondrous society.
She goes, they are. They bring an illness with them that poisons my people when they begin combat with them. They're a putrid creature. She says, all we want is our lands and our lands to hunt. No more, no less. You get the feeling that these creatures, and you hear the term, and you kind of get a little bit more. Make another circumstance bonus on your dungeoneering if you've got a knowledge dungeoneering on these. As you've spent time with her, you're beginning to get a better picture of what these are. They're not a evil people. You figured that out. So,
Dameon doesn't have dungeoneering, so he can't do anything about that.
all right. Let's see.
I don't either.
He does.
Yeah, me neither.
Remilee is puzzled. It's almost like she thinks she knows what they are, but not quite. There's not enough there. It's an inquisitive look on her face as she studies them.
I have. Because I've.
Okay. With a 15, you believe these creatures, you've heard the name of these creatures somewhere. They're definitely a southern and desert or warm tropics race. You believe they're called Maftet, and that they are good, but that's about all you know. But you do believe that, even with your distrusting nature, that she is not hiding anything from you. She is sincere. She goes, what brings you to our island? I know I've given you our troubles. I am sorry for leading with that, but it is what is pressing on my mind right now.
We have been brought here on a... Well, I have been brought here. We're all here for different reasons. I am here in particular to aid the one who has afflicted me with her magic on a quest of vengeance.
Okay.
Against her captors. The one known as the Baba Yaga.
Ah, so what do you search for of hers?
We search to free her from her captivity and strike holy vengeance upon her enemies for doing so.
Can you be more specific at what you look for her? We may have seen it in our times and our travels.
To my knowledge, there are two individuals we are looking for, and Dameon will give her the description of our two assailants, Rasputin and I can't remember her name.
Oh, Elvanna.
Elvanna, yeah.
She goes, I have seen neither. Though, there is a place in the woods, in the center of our woods, on the island, where a body of a witch was buried. This may be what you look for. For it was meant to be a hidden place, but my scouts saw the burying themselves. They buried a witch with her athame, her knife, her witch knife.
Well, definitely sounds related if it's not exactly what we're looking for. So definitely be worth checking out.
She goes, go with care, because there is one that guards this place. We saw this when things were set up there. The creature that guards them is a wooded guardian. It is a quickwood, a tree that's like an ent that guards it. So when you set foot upon that area, you may run into this creature.
Oh, I'm sure that's a knowledge nature of some kind or another.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll do... Ooh, I did do better.
Oh, yeah. You have definitely heard of quickwoods.
Yeah, I'll just add that as an assist. Not too great.
Alright, so a quickwood, from what you understand, is a large plant of sorts. It's a tree almost. They love human and elf flesh, but they'll eat anything that has flesh, basically. They're not necessarily evil, they're just a hungry plant that looks like a large gray-barked oak tree. And they do radiate fear from them, and a sense that is almost like your clairaudience, clairvoyance, that they can sense what's going on and what's being said around them.
That they have some kind of supernatural perception.
Yes, they almost store magic within them, of a sort. You are probably guessing that the Baba had something to do with that originally, to protect it and protect the body that lies within. So, but the first thing that you guys, if you choose to do, would be to help the Maftets with the Nuklabes. You have a feeling that you get overcome otherwise. And yes, Ragni, I did get the assist on that one. Sorry I didn't mention it, but I did get that you assisted him. That's why he knows several of the abilities he knows. She goes, you may reside here for the night until the morning, where I'm supposed to go out and travel down. She points to where you guys saw on the shoreline, the north shoreline, where those rocks are. And she goes, we will have a feast in your honor.
Well, to dine with such great warrior women is one of the many pleasures I have in life.
Ragni is probably shaking her head at this point. As is Sirena. Knowing your skills.
Yeah, she's just kind of like, this is definitely the right person to have picked to talk to the ladies.
Oh yeah, he is definitely a charmer.
I get skill bonuses.
Yes, you do.
You do? Oh crap!
He does.
Oh, there you go.
I specifically get a bonus to diplomacy specifically for talking to women.
Yep. And she answers you, Ragni, and says yes. She goes, they do. They will send a creature of sorts to witness the sacrifice in order to make sure that my willing compliance is complete.
Well, there's not going to be any sacrifice.
Yeah, I'm kind of very much pro making sure that doesn't have to happen. It would be such a waste to destroy such beauty for such evil.
Oh, it definitely would.
Dameon says, laying on all the charm.
She goes, well, I appreciate that you value so much us as a people. She goes, that is unexpected, considering we just have come to know you. But, welcome. And so she motions to her people, and they lead you into what looks to be, let's see, take you guys, there we go, move that up, and try to get this straightened out a little more, there we go. Alright, so she takes you through they take you through these corridors with these pillars that looks to be an entry place with their history, and they take you down to a dining hall. Let's see, Remilee and Mulej and Ragni over there. Rokkr will be basically fed out here in the courtyard area and taken care of by the Maftets themselves. Alright. So you guys are at this table, and along with the queen that's at this one, even though they don't show where the table is. And then in the corners, the hunters will be. So you guys are taken to a large hall, and again, tapestries in it, very beautiful. Pictures again of desert kingdoms, and this island being near a desert kingdom. You're guessing. Do any of you guys have knowledge? Maybe. I'm sorry. Yeah, the audio. Let me pull this in a little more and see if it gives a little better. Can you hear a little better now? Does that sound better?
Yeah. The hearing it wasn't the problem. It's just it's just like breaking up sometimes.
Yeah, it was sitting against my computer, so I think when I was moving around, it was knocking against the edge of the computer. And that's probably what you're getting with some of the interference. Sorry about that. Now I've moved that away from it. In the tapestry halls, if you have a knowledge geography, you might be able to tell where these tapestries.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Let's see. Dang it. Something going on with the. Are you there? Can you hear me? Hello, hello.
I can hear you, but it's going out a little bit, so it sounds like you're talking like this sometimes, and then it just shuts.
All right. Let's see how this sounds. Is it any better now? Can you hear me any better?
Seems to be coming through a little better. We'll see how it goes.
All right. How about now? A little better? All right. Well, we'll see how it goes with it. Again, if you guys have a knowledge geography, you can take a look at these tapestries that are around you and kind of get an idea maybe in the history of where these guys originally were located. Don't know if anybody has knowledge geography.
Nope, I don't.
Max? Right?
Leading 2+ intelligence skill points.
Alright. Ooh, 18 with Painvin. Alright. So, Painvin, you get a feeling this is somewhere off of either Qadira or Jalmaray, which is the far eastern side, past Taldor in the ocean, going down the Garan coast.
We're actually back to Golarion?
Yeah, these people are originally from Golarion. Because the people that you see in the tapestry are definitely Vudrani and Kelishite, which are the two kingdoms that are over in that area. And you guys are a little more opposed to both of them. Because Taldor's had a shaky history of fighting Qadira and the Kelishite Interregium. So, not that you're necessarily biased, it's just most Taldorans don't think too highly of them. Mm-hmm. But these are where the people are located. Maybe this was an island off the coast of either Qadira or Jalmaray, the island of Jalmaray. Not that it's a big thing, but at least tells you that they're from Golarion. So while she entertains each of you, she says, "We're fortunate to have you. So please do not take our nature and how we are, that we see you as enemies. We do not. In fact, if anything, fortuitously, we see someone that can maybe help save our people." She says, "We are a hunter people, but we respect the cultures that we live around. We do not eat human flesh, elvish flesh. We eat other creatures, animals. We have no taste for humanoid flesh. She goes, once I ruled a kingdom that was a great, well, my ancestors did, ruled a great kingdom of the Maftet that was near Kadira on an island. And for there we flourished for many, many, many hundreds of years until we were brought here. The Baba brought the island for her body that she placed in the center, we believe. At least that's what our legends tell us. And she takes a sip of her wine. Now, she has brought out a very beautiful wine. It's a spiced wine that you can tell is definitely from that region of the world. Okay. I wonder why it's cutting out so much. Let me go to a different set of headphones. Hang on here. That may be part of it.
I'm going to run around the corner for a second. How's
Okay.
that?
Yikes. Hang with me a second, Max. I'll be back to plug in here in a second.
Hey.
Alright, you were saying? Does that sound better?
Looks like probably a good time to take a bio break.
Okay, let's do that then. We'll take about, what, a 20-minute break? And then come back and make sure everything's kind of working from there.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright, sounds good. See you back then.
Yep.
Alright.